Hey y'all, today we are in Belgium, in Ghent. Bianca and Daniel gonna give us a tour of their self-built yurt that cost them only 4,000 to build, and they have been living in it already 3 years. Let's have a look.
This is our self-built yurt. It's 17 square meters. It's based on the Mongolian yurt but with a few adaptations. Let me give you a tour. This is where we put our jackets and our shoes, and then the kitchen starts. Everything in the yurt is made of small segments that you can take apart and put in the trailer and move separately, just like the yurt itself. So you see, this is one segment, here's another one, here's another one.
You can demonstrate how to.
And this one, it goes out like this.
Yeah, it's where we store our oils and jars and
Yeah. You see, normally there is rails. We also use rails for drawers a lot, but here we made the rails ourselves from 2 different kinds of wood, and it's nice to put like candle wax on it. Candle wax, it's the carpenters or the furniture makers, no, not bee wax, it's sticky. Yeah. It's candle wax paraffin, because it makes things glide very nicely. So you can just use wood on wood, and like that you have a nice...
And this is all built from recycled pallet wood? Or?
All the wood you see and that we used is recycled. I would say about 80% of the materials we used in building the entire structure are recycled, and then we bought certain materials, like the fabrics we bought new, the sheep wool we bought, the stove, the wood burner was new when we bought it, and yeah, things like screws and nails and these small sort of things, but the door, the windows, they're all recycled. And then some things we bought secondhand, like the cooker, and yeah. But even the lamps, like I made them myself. I work with glass, and even the lamps are made from old recycled glass from windows, and yeah.
And you got teeny tiny fridge.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why we chose to live like this is because my parents, at least, they live in a big house on 3 levels with 3 bathrooms, you know, unnecessary just for 2 people. So we just, for ourselves, we choose to live a bit more simple. And I see when I go at my parents, they have a big fridge, and you don't know what you have in it anymore. There's so much stuff, things go out of date, and like this we eat. Yeah, we know exactly what's in there, and we consume everything, yeah.
Maybe it's nice to talk a little bit about the wood, because like you see, it's a lot of pallet wood, but also we have quite a lot of hardwoods that we use in all the structures. Usually the framing is hardwood. We get it from window frames, window and door frames that are taken out, and there's a nice container where there's a company that puts new windows and doors, and they're very friendly guys, and we always look through their garbage, and there's a lot of wonderful wood still in there. You can see the bench, for example. All this wood, it's the typical wood that is used for window and door frames here, and when they put a new window or a new door, it gets thrown away, but you can plane it. Also the oak wood here, it's all from old window and door frames. What you see here also is we have the canna section. This is the canna section, which is from willow sticks that folds like an accordion. And then you see there is a panel. So our yurt is built from 4 canna sections and 4 panels. Traditionally yurts, they only have the canna sections. We did this, it takes a bit longer to put it up and put it down.
Than a traditional yurt.
Than just the canna sections, but the nice thing about it, we have more windows, so we have more light coming in, and we also use the panels to put the utilities, to put the water and the electricity to make it come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got very lovely wood stove.
Yeah, so I think in the traditional yurt they put the stove in the middle. But we thought it was more space efficient to have it on a side panel. The stove comes from Romania. It's very heavy. It weighs around 200 kilos. And why we chose for it? Because we live in a tent basically. With this sort of stove, you are still warm in the morning because it distributes the heat evenly.
The cooker, it's from the 50s. And it's a model that works on natural gas, but obviously we don't have natural gas, we have propane. We had to change the sprinklers.
To convert it to propane.
Yeah. And one of the buttons was broken, so I made myself this button.
On the lathe.
It's in brass, and it replaces the other one. It's a bit like, you know, the golden teeth in the mouth.
Spice collection, and yeah, we have a lot of cookbooks. It was during COVID a bit of a...
So you got new hobby.
Well, yeah, because we couldn't travel during COVID, so I felt like if we had all these international cookbooks like Asian, African, Indian, it feels a bit like you're traveling a bit with your taste buds.
If we move further this way, you can see there's the bed, and for the bed we have under the bed these drawers for our clothes. And the problem is, I think many people that want to make these long drawers, they realize you need really heavy duty drawer slides. And we kind of got around that, because then you need a strong frame. This is the first drawer with clothes, and then the second one, you see here there's a shape. If you pull it out, it rolls on the first one, and it's just the shape of the wood that sort of allows this drawer to sit on this one. So you just use the wheels from the bottom, and you don't need a heavy duty frame and a heavy duty rails. Then
They squeeze.
The third one the same, it goes just on the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
third one is just...
That's
Like that they go all three.
a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and it's only cutting the plank in this shape, sort of, so they can travel independently. We have also here, for our jackets, they come out like this.
Sweaters.
Yeah, the sweaters, and so they... yeah, you have quite a lot of space under the bed, and it's...
Made the best use of it.
yeah.
It's a queen size bed, 160.
Yes, 160.
Again, for sliding, this is, I keep repeating this, but this is the trick, just paraffin. If you need wood on wood action, sliding, like on steel, we are very used on our bikes. We always grease them. We put oil or we put grease. But also if you have wood on wood, on hardwood, you can get pretty smooth action if you just put paraffin on it.
And how do you get in the bed?
Haha. So we had a few ladders and a few ideas to make a ladder through there, or one that folds in or out.
But actually, it's just one step on the chair and then you're up. So
Yeah.
yeah, we had the ladder here, but yeah, in the end we were still using the chair, so it stayed like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be questions, you're not afraid it fell out?
Well, I sit on the safe side of the bed, so I let Daniel. And he's very tall, so I think he just makes one step and he's out.
Yeah. Then whatever solution we had for the ladder, we were not so happy about it. And actually, it's nice to jump in. Here we got a few cabinets, and over here maybe it's nice to see the cat flap, because we have two cats, Otto and Sheena, and they have here their own entrance just around the corner. This oak desk, it's also oak. You see it's from two pieces. Here is the joint. I planed them and joined them. It was the
Film decor, yeah.
yeah for a film. The film is called Thieves of the Wood, which is an interesting name. It's some film about kind of a Robin Hood figure, and they threw away the wood.
After the filming ended, they threw away all the decor, of course. So.
It was part of the decor, and they threw it away, and we could use it. We have some other woods from there as well. Here maybe it's nice to show a little bit the different parts that it is built of, because like the whole yurt, also the interior, it breaks apart in different parts that we can put in the trailer, and it's just connected with some bolts. So this is one thing. This is one unit, this plank here. This is another unit that moves as one. The desk is just one plate. This one is 1 unit, this one is 1 unit. This drawer, together with the plate on top, is 1 unit. And then this is a loose box.
Yeah,
Then-
I guess that was the biggest challenge in designing it, because I think with traditional yurts, it kind of is, they just have like normal furniture that they put in, but
Yeah.
we wanted to follow a bit the shape of the yurt, and to also make it easy to break down and exit through this door. That was quite challenging.
Everything comes apart into a piece that you can easily carry as one person
Yeah.
and put in the trailer.
I would say, excluding packing of the books and of the pots and cups and so on, it takes us 1 day to break it down completely with the two of us.
So after the book cabinet, we can go up to the tonneau. So this is the tonneau or the crown. It's an important part of every yurt. Again, made from recycled window frames. It's double glazing all around that we made ourselves. And the tonneau, it opens up just with a linear actuator. It's a bit slow and a bit noisy, but it's crucial to be able to open it.
Ventilate.
Yeah, and also when we are cooking and.
And it brings a lot of light inside as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of the things I enjoy most is to make this kind of frames and to make nice wood joints and to make sure, especially with parts that have many angles on them, to calculate the right angles and to plane it so they fit nicely and to make the joints all fit together. This type of carpentry I really enjoy. Yeah.
And the question would be, where is the bathroom?
Haha, let's go outside. We have here, it's still under construction. We are building also a yurt, but it's a panelized version. So instead of having the walls made out of fabric, here we have paddock on the outside. Then we have pier insulation. And then on the inside we have multiplex. And like this we have 11 panels that fit around. And the roof is made of fabric. And this is where is the bed
Yeah.
and the toilet, but it's still under construction, this
Yeah,
one.
you came too early.
Yeah,
It's
so you can see it's still a bit of work. Also the floor here, it is made from pizza slices of oak, and they all fit together. And you can see here the panels. But it's still some work before we will take a bath here.
And you got whole size bath.
Yeah,
Huge one.
yeah, that was one of Bianca's.
which we also got for free, which was yeah.
And even the window in the bathroom.
Yes, it's also from a container.
That's the idea. You lay in the bath and you look out of the window. Yeah.
And hopefully nobody watches you from outside
Yeah.
taking a bath.
And you have self-built composting toilet?
Yeah, but it's also not yet finished. So this is still under construction. Yeah, but that's what it's gonna be.
And you have huge window.
Yeah. It will also have, like the one in our house, a linear actuator to open it. It does open like that. But we still need
Okay.
the actuator there. What is also here, you see all the wood. The wood that are used for the construction of the tonneau and the roof poles, the framing of the panels, both for the floor and the wall. It's all wood that we found in construction containers. One thing to say about that though, I think if you count the amount of hours that you spend cleaning the wood, planing it, making sure that it's nice to use, it's probably more expensive than just to buy the wood new and use it like that. But it's just something that I think we like a lot, to go in the city, to find different containers, to look for the materials and to reuse them. And often, I mean, the kind of wood that you get to work with, it all has a story, and it's a nice process of working. But I think it's very difficult to make that process economical
efficient.
and efficient. Like it's inherently inefficient, but it's nice.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what do you think about life in the yurt, and more about this yurt you can find in the second video. I will leave in the description below, and see you in the next one. Cheers!